Yeah, hey guys, so today I'm going to do my typical ride that I do during the week when I want to ride endurance outdoors. I go to the Western Trail. The bike shop is exactly 1 mile from the Western Trail, downtown Winter Garden. But usually whenever I share the Western Trail on this channel, I'm sharing the west side that actually is just a part of the Western Trail. Then it connects to the Lakeside Trail that will take you all the way to downtown Claremont, Lake Mineola, and it's just beautiful over there. So when people ask me, oh, I only have 1 day to ride, and they want to ride on the Western Trail, Lakeside Trail, I tell them to go west towards Claremont. I think it's the nicest part of the trail, but that's about to change because now you're gonna have a second option that I think is gonna be very nice as they complete the construction that they just begun, where they will connect the Western Trail to Magnolia Park. That is the trailhead for the Nature Preserve gravel trail that rides on the north side of Lake Apopka. And that for me is the best gravel trail. I've shown that trail already on the channel, but it's just beautiful over there. You can spot a lot of gators and it's gonna be really nice. They just hit ground and I'll talk a little bit more about that, but I'm gonna do my endurance ride on the Western Trail, but this time going to the east or towards Apopka that I haven't shown much on the channel, so I want to share that with you. Also a little bit of downtown Winter Garden. Just love the city and it's just a beautiful place, and it's grown so much in the last couple years. So let's hit the trail and I'll show you around. So this is usually the route we start always when we have our shop rides. Saturday mornings we do a shop ride, usually leaving at 8 a.m. If you guys are interested, I post them on the Strava Club. We have the Shop Strava Club. Just search on clubs Regino bike and it will pop up over there, and that's where we post the rides we're doing or fondos we're participating, and everybody is more than welcome to join. And there I'll put more information of the pace and everything. It varies a little depending on who shows up. Sometimes we split the group in two and we have a faster group and then a B pace group that usually is around 18, 20 on the flats. So that's usually the pace we ride. On a B pace and A pace is probably 22, 23 plus. It depends really who shows up. So here we are, just hopped off South Park Avenue, and you can ride on the road or on the sidewalk, and it will bring you right to the Western Trail. This is if you want to go to Claremont and connect to the Lakeside Trail that will take you all the way to Lake Mineola. Really nice. But today we're going this way towards downtown Winter Garden, towards Apopka, heading east north on the Western Trail. Guys, it's a beautiful day today, just great to be outside. Now the really cool thing of the Western Trail is that it goes right through the middle of downtown Winter Garden, and there's just so much restaurants and places for you to enjoy before the ride or after the ride. Let me show you here Plant Street Market just before we really hit the trail here, just so you guys have an idea of so many nice places to stop for lunch or have a coffee or something like that. So this is the Plant Street Market, and all this pavilion here, I think it's owned by Crooked Can. It's a microbrewery, or at least they own the majority of the building, but I think they own the whole thing. And then in there you have a bunch of places that you can eat, and there's pizza, burgers, sushi, like super healthy stuff, wraps, whatever you want, chocolate, ice cream, you'll find in this Plant Street Marketplace. And it's of course now empty. Who's out here in the middle of the week? You know, just me. But Friday night and during the weekends, this place is packed. Like there's live music over there, and it's packed full of people. And then right in front of it there's the parking lot. And besides the group ride, if you want to ride with us, you can also over here find a bunch of group rides Saturday mornings, Sundays, but mostly Saturday mornings around 7:30 a.m., 8 a.m. A lot of groups leave this parking lot. You can park over here. It's a free public parking, and you can ride from here. And then you're right next to the trail over there, and you can ride on the trail or join the groups. There's like social groups. There's really fast guys. They park their cars here and they start their group from here, and you can ask to join the group. So don't feel intimidated if you want to join a group. They are always welcoming new people to ride with them. And this is like where a lot of people start their ride, right here in front of Plant Street Market. So we're on the Western Trail here, going right through town, and it's just lovely. When I moved over 10 years ago to Florida, I fell in love with Winter Garden. I can be exaggerating a little bit, but for me, it's like the real life Magic Kingdom. You know, the main street, it has that feel because you have like music surrounding the downtown area. So there's speakers around, so you have some nice music, and it's just the vibe and the trees and the trail right in the middle of the city, of the town. And then you have a bunch of really nice, charming places to stop for coffee or restaurants. Let me show you. So right here, for example, you have Oxum Coffee, very good coffee, and I love their chocolate muffins. If you ask them to heat it up, it's perfect. And Oxum is a town in Africa where they support, so part of their profits goes to support this local town in Africa. This side over here, that's a place that my wife and I likes to go a lot during the week to have coffee, or if you want to eat like a sandwich, a salmon sandwich or a quiche. Really nice Rosalie French coffee shop. Showed this already, the whole enchilada if you like Mexican Tex-Mex. Really good Mexican, really good tacos. Before I forget, Urban Flats if you want a more fancy restaurant. And on the back here, parallel, there's other restaurants, other places. Over there, there's the Way Chocolate. If you like gourmet chocolate, it's a Brazilian lady. She does a brigadeiro cake. If you really like chocolate, it's the best cake in the world, but it's like heavy, and it's pretty big, so you got to share it with at least 2 or 3 people because it's a meal. This is the landmark of the city of Winter Garden, the clock tower, or the clock, and the Western Trail goes right beneath it. A really pretty cool place to take some pictures. And over there's more stuff over here, some restaurants. Also, there's the local museum where they share the history of the town, because this used to be a town where all the oranges would be brought here and distributed. So the Western Trail actually used to be a railroad. So there is one train over there that you can look at, and the museum. And in the 1900s, there were like a few local businesses. The Edgewater Bread and Breakfast Hotel that's still open today. So that's a place if you want to stay a night or two, a great place to stay right in front of the Western Trail. And then the city just grew, and now it's all like beautiful neighborhoods and great place to ride. Enough of downtown Winter Garden. Let's hit the trail.
Drinking
So the only thing is when you're riding close to the close to the towns, there's quite a few stop signs. And hey, what's up? Look who we found here. Alder.
What's up?
Hey, what's up? Good to see you on the trail, man.
Beautiful day out, man.
What a day.
Can't miss this.
Yeah. So I'm sharing with the guys here the Western Trail and this part of the trail. And I know you live in Apopka, so you ride here a lot, right?
Yes, this is my main course. I do my 20 miles here, 1 hour, every time I have a chance.
Yeah, and it's so as I was telling you guys, as you go further, there's less stop signs. So
yeah.
There's some nice stretches as you ride. But sometimes when I'm doing this weekly ride here and I want to keep a steady pace, I will hop off the trail for a bit, go in some neighborhoods where they have some nice stretches and the roads are quiet. But if you're not so bothered with a few stop signs, it's a great place to ride.
Yeah, I think that's a valid point. Like, if you're not from Florida and you're wondering how good is the Orange Trail to train, right? I would say, like, if you're a pro athlete, you might want to stick to the road, but because there's less stops, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but
yeah,
because the trail, you're gonna see a lot of people walking their dogs. They're not paying attention, so you have to be extra alert not to run over anybody as well.
Yeah, you have to be careful. And when we're on a big group, we're definitely on the roads.
Yeah.
But like we're in two here, just perfect morning to ride on the trail.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I wanted to mention with you guys is how well Lake County and Orange County and the surrounding towns take care of the Western Trail.
That's true.
They just repaved the trail and it's like butter smooth. It's just so nice. Like when we have a strong storm, there's a bunch of leaves and debris on the trail.
Oh, they're really good.
Yeah, the next day they're blowing everything out.
Yeah.
The trail is always clean. Hands
Yeah.
up to Lake County, Orange County, all the towns, Apopka, Winter Garden, Claremont, Oakland.
Yeah. And this side of the town, it used to, the trail wasn't as smooth, but look at this.
Right, just so you guys have an idea of the location, here's a map. So I left from the shop here in downtown Winter Garden and rode all the way here on the Western Trail, and then we are heading towards Magnolia Park. And on this part over here you can turn right, and this is also a nice area, nice trail that will take you right to Apopka. You live around here, right?
Yes,
in Apopka?
I'm somewhere around here on Keene.
Okay. And then, but now that's one thing I want to show you guys is that they're connecting from here in a McCormick Road. They're going to connect to Magnolia Park. It's about a 3.5 miles construction connecting the trail to the park. And then in this park here, it's the trailhead towards the nature preserve gravel trail that you can ride all around here on the north side of Lake Apopka. And it's a beautiful, beautiful ride. You're gonna need like a hybrid bike or a gravel bike to be able to, if you wanna ride on the gravel section, but it's gonna be awesome. Can you imagine riding like from the shop here on the trail or from Apopka and then ride a couple miles on the paved trail and then just get in the gravel and like...
Just to give you a little perspective, guys, so from where I live around here to the Alex shop, right around here, it's a 10 mile, so 20 mile total round, right?
Yeah.
Roundabout. So, but if you go straight, this trail, this is Apopka. You can go towards Winter Garden. You can go toward, not leaving the trail.
Yeah,
if you just stick to
trail.
the trail, you can go to Claremont and Groveland.
Yeah.
How many miles total, Alex? I would say back and forth 80 plus.
No, I think that's too much, but well, if you go all the way to Groveland, yeah.
But
yeah.
back and forth, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go.
You can do a nice training.
You can do a nice ride. It's amazing, guys, and this is super cool. You like, Alder can leave his house on the trail, ride on the trail, go to the shop, go to downtown Winter Garden. If he wants to go really far, he can go all the way to Claremont, all on trails.
Yeah.
And that's an amazing thing.
Just drinking, what's your vibe?
so here usually you can continue cross here and continue to the horse park. Then you hit a dead end. But now here at McCormick, now we're not absolutely sure. I tried looking at their website but what we know, it's McCormick, you're gonna go straight and then somehow it will connect to Magnolia Park. So, and it's it's gonna take a year?
Yeah, next year in May.
May of next year?
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's not a big stretch. So
or March.
I think they're really gonna finish this on time, hopefully.
Sooner than that.
Yeah. Well, let's check it out. Let's see if we can see what they're doing. Oh yeah. We were riding on that little piece of trail there. I've never ridden that little part there. So probably that's gonna connect over here. You see it, they closed the road. They're probably gonna build a trail right here parallel to McCormick all the way to Magnolia, right?
Yeah, and we're gonna be able to show you the other side of this barricade where they broke land already. We're gonna go around and give you
reporting for the cycling community. Right, we found it. So you can go through the trail, cross here McCormick, and then they're constructing it and going all the way to Magnolia. Super cool. So I think it's a 3.5 stretch.
Yeah.
3.5 mile stretch.
Somewhere down this section, they're gonna have a station with water, restrooms.
Yeah. And also at Magnolia Park, you have restrooms there.
Yeah.
I think there's a boat ramp already there.
Yeah.
Places that you can do barbecue. And then it's the trailhead for the Nature Preserve Trail.
Yeah.
And a little bit of, and I shared this before, but Lake Apopka used to be super polluted.
Yeah.
With the farms around, they would dump all the chemicals, so there was no oxygen, and all the fishes, all life died. But I think in the last 30 years, they've been cleaning it, and you see life. So you see a bunch of gators fishing, people on their boats, and it's
like
really nice.
5-leg gators, like just kidding.
No, it's nice. And on the north side, there's a bunch of gravel trails, so you'll see a bunch of people riding there, and a lot of group rides, gravel group rides. There's like the Windy Wednesday there in the evenings. A lot during the week you see a lot of people riding there. So guys, it's gonna be super cool. I can't wait for this to be ready. For sure, when it's ready, I'll be doing a video and sharing you guys, probably on a gravel bike, because then I want to ride on the gravel.
I don't have a gravel.
You need to get one. Western Trail. If we would want to ride to Magnolia Park from here, we would have to hop on Ocoee-Apopka Road, and that's a pretty busy road. We ride on it when we're coming back from Mount Dora, and it's not a nice road to ride on, and there's no shoulders, anything. So with this new add-on to the trail, it's gonna be really nice to ride from Winter Garden to Magnolia Park. So where are you riding to now, Alder?
I'm 13 miles in. Probably go to the Killarney.
Okay.
I thought I would have a full tank of gas today. But when you get out, you're not feeling it.
Yeah. It's windy.
Yeah, I just want to spin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're heading the same way. I'm heading back to the shop. Let's hit the trail.
Let's go!
Woo-hoo. back to the starting point. Alder,
It was a pleasure.
great to meet you on the trail.
Hope you guys get good information on that.
Yeah, hopefully it was helpful for you guys. Any questions, leave it in the comments. Alder will reply them. Please check the video and reply all the questions. Yeah, heading back to the shop. Alder will ride a little bit more to Killarney Station. And yeah, let me know what you think. As always, guys, I'll see you on our next ride experience.
Right on!
Ciao.